Hello friends, it's Miss Ashley. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing today. Let me just start with that. Please give me some grace. What does that say? Click here at any time to view the post on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I don't get it. Whatever. I'm getting weird notifications. I'm guessing that's my mom on because I told her like half an hour ago I'd be here. And I just got here. She's like, I'm ready, I'm waiting. My kids came in. We're gonna paint something, okay? I found some junk in the garage and we're gonna paint it. It's gonna be cute, I think. It could be a hot mess, so this could be really fun. We got a new table and a new computer setup. We got new lights, y'all. It's real weird. So the camera's a lot higher now and it's kind of tipped down funky at the moment. But my chair's still real short. So I might have to stand for some of this because we got like a higher table and the computer's higher now because it's not my tiny little laptop anymore. And same chair from IKEA that's like, I feel like I'm sitting on the floor. So I don't know how to get rid of this dumb, I don't want to click there, but oh, I got rid of it. Sweet. So anyways, if I look a little funny today, that's why. I'm gonna pull y'all up over in the Facebook on the iPad. So if any of y'all want to chat, I should be able to see it here, which I normally do, but sometimes just want to be safe. I don't want to miss any of your comments. So I just needed a break today. Any other moms or people who just needed a break today? I need a break because life. Because it's Friday and I've been homeschooling all week. And at the beginning of the week, it went real well. And then by the end of the week, not as well. Boston said today, wow, this started off like the best week of school ever and finished like the lamest week ever. I said, oh, thanks. That makes me feel real good. I'm going to go paint. You go play with your father outside. And I'm going to have some fun with my friends online. So that's what I'm doing. So if any of y'all, am I frozen? Because on my Facebook feed, I'm like frozen like this, which is real weird. So I don't know what's going on over on my iPad. But anyways, that's what's going on here. Let me know in the comments how your week's going. I hope better than mine. The first day of my week, Monday, brilliant. We skipped math. Really, that's the key. Don't do math. And math is not that hard for them, but it feels like school. And the first day they learned so much and it didn't feel like school. And they probably learned more than they did most other days and they loved it. And then we did like regular school stuff and they were like, this sucks. So I felt like this sucks too. So I get it. Joe, hello. Oh, good. Okay. I'm glad you're there. I even have what is now my melted beer float in my coffee mug. Don't judge your mom by what's in her cup, okay? There's ice cream in there, but it's mostly melted because I started setting up for this. And then my kids came in from outside to tell me they kicked their dad's butt in basketball. Great, they won, they were so happy. And then I couldn't find any of my cool paper. So that was a problem. Anyways, let me get started, y'all. You guys say hi. Hi, Mama, you're here. Okay, so y'all, here's what, TL, this is what I found in the garage. Because we're cleaning the garage after 3 years of living in our house. And we decided to finally, just clean it up. It's a hot mess still, but we're getting there. We got rid of a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of stuff to get rid of still. But I found all these little letters from last year's bargain bin at Target. $3, okay? I found all the letters for Thankful. See, it was in this little thing. And it was $3. So I got that. I've got like this maybe like a four foot piece of wood, I think. It's like 4 by 12 or so. And I'm gonna lean it up against, depending on how it comes out, I'm gonna lean it up against the fireplace, okay? Now my house does not have browns in it, like fall colors. We have like teals and turquoisey blue stuff everywhere. Mom, you're here. You're not doing anything wrong. You're good. I was just late. You know me. 40 years later, I'm always late. So I'm gonna lean it up in there and I'm gonna do brown for my background on my board. I'm gonna try to paint like a brown glaze on this piece of wood. Let me show you what, this is gonna be a hot mess when we go down to the tabletop because everything's kind of messy. I'll just show you real quick and then I'll come back. So I've got this mess here. That's how I roll. I got my cutter out I've got some letters that spell thankful. They're just wood. And if you don't like to draw letters, you can just print them out and use a tracer kind of on wood. I've done some of those tutorials before. Maybe I'll do a few more. If you join me in my weekend paint parties we've been doing, I show you how to use tracers. So that can help you with like everything, which is so fun. Oh, we have one coming up tomorrow if y'all want to do that. craveartclub.com/paint parties for tomorrow's 5 p.m. Pacific time paint party. And then, anyways, that's how you use tracer. You'll get all that info. But I have these letters, so I'm just gonna glue these letters on so that I don't have to paint the letters because that takes more time than my brain wants at the moment. I think this will be quicker, maybe not. But then I could not find any of these papers. I have so many papers, you guys, and I could not find them. I was digging through everything, so that's also part of why I'm late. Finally found them and realized I don't have enough of one color probably. So we might mix it up. I might do each letter in a different color, but then I found these and thought, okay, since my house has more of these like blues in it, this might be able to tie my fall colors of my board, which I'm gonna use like browns and oranges and golds and rhubarb. I found this color Deco Art sent me. No, this is a Waverly. This is, it's gonna be matte, so it'll be interesting, but this is like a rhubarb orangey red color. I've got my Deco Art Americana metallic gold that I love, and I've got my Deco Art dark chocolate that I'm gonna use, and that'll be my background. So I think this might go real nice with it and kind of have that little bit of blue to tie in. Otherwise, we're just gonna kind of mix it up and do a few of these different colored papers, all right? So I'm gonna use these and kind of show you how to attach them to those wood cutouts. I need a bigger table. I just got a bigger table. But I'm back, don't worry. I'm gonna set those on the chair. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. And I've got my fancy cutter because I know I can cut all those pages down in quarters so they'll fit these letters. And I'll try to teach you, if it works out, how to sand the edges so they all look super cool. I'm trying to use my palette paper as my mouse. That doesn't work, just so you know. People are laughing at me. I'm back, okay. So we're gonna try to paint this up. Oh, and I've got this fun stencil here that I've used before that I love because I have a Thankful Leaner on my porch. And so I've used this for that, and I'm gonna use it for here too. I don't have a smaller one for this smaller board. I wish I did, but cheap, so I didn't buy two. Ice cream again. There's just a little bit. It's fantastic. That is the Belching Beaver Peanut Butter Stout. If you all have not had that and you have a place you can get it, I highly recommend it. It's delicious. All right, friends, so here's what we're gonna do. We got the palette paper. I've got some brushes somewhere. I got some water. I'm gonna use this 1.5 inch brush. And we're just gonna kind of do like a little bit of a glaze with this dark chocolate brown. I'm not a fan of brown, y'all. For no other reason than it doesn't match anything in my house. It's usually like too orangey weird. Oh, by the way, this is the painting that we're gonna do this weekend. And that's a dark chocolate brown. Oh, wait a minute. Look what I just found. I found this cranberry wine. That's beautiful. Maybe I'll mix some of that in. Maybe that would go nice, maybe. It might be weird. Anyways, this is the painting that we're all gonna do tomorrow. So if you guys wanna paint with me tomorrow night, it's in a private group. So you have to go to craveartclub.com/paint parties. And when you sign up for it, you get the link for the private group, all right? Sonia says, cute. Sonia, how are you? How's the music going? How is life? Good to see you on here, my friend. Let's see. Joe, what time is it in New Zealand? What was I like? Are you in Australia? That's Yvonne. All right, we're just gonna use this weird brown. Any brown I get I'm thinking is gonna be weird. All right, I'm gonna take y'all down to the tabletop. Okay, so you'll see part of my board, not the whole thing. It goes like, it goes about another foot on either end. So I'll just kind of move it. I'm grabbing some of this brown, and then I'm gonna grab a lot of water. And I'm gonna really thin this out so it's kind of like a glaze more than it is like a paint. And we're gonna try to make some sort of a kind of stain just with the acrylic paint so that it's cheap. Because I told you all I'm cheap. Because it's cheaper. And I have all this paint sitting here, and why not? Oh boy, you guys, I almost just pushed the beer float off the table. I'm gonna move it to the other side. Okay, now I'm gonna push my water off the table. I'm trying to get the whole board on so you guys can see it all. Okay, there you go. Glue, stay. Told you it's a hot mess today. I'll make you feel real better about life in like 2 seconds of watching me. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, so this way I'm still gonna be able to see the wood grain through my paint here. And I don't really care if it's kind of like, you know, even or not so even. That doesn't bother me on this one because I'm gonna cover it up with so much stuff. So we're just gonna do kind of like a little simple, sloppy coat of paint on here, like that. Have any of you guys tried to stain your wood like this? And that way it's also just gonna be kind of rusticy, not too crazy. And I should have probably sanded it first, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to take the time. So we're just gonna do it like this and call it done. It'll be great. And then maybe if this one's fun, it turns out well, maybe I'll do a Christmas theme on the backside. Not tonight, but maybe I'll do a future live like that. We shall see. So y'all, let me know in the comments how your week's going, how you're doing, where you're watching from. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on how the week went. Like I said, ours was started well, ended boring. My new thought is, one, don't do math. I know that's not true because I love teaching math. I like doing math. It just feels like school. And my kids just want project after project after project, and every now and then mom needs a break, even though I think projects are the best way for them to learn. For my kids at least, not every kid, but my kids, they need projects. So I do as much as I can, and then sometimes I'm like, grab a book. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying, but that's how our week went, kind of, you know. Started off really fun. They learned all about the way our government runs. So they were excited about this. Looks like, I like this. Oh, you guys see the evil eyes in it? Ooh, that's a good one. I see them. My week has been good and fast, but always glad to see the weekend. Yeah, right? Always glad to see the weekend. I agree. And knowing now that I have paint parties every Saturday, I'm even more glad to see the weekend because that I know I get a couple hours to myself with you guys. Because it's all day, every day with the children who I love with all my heart. But I sometimes need to care for myself, you know? I do enjoy my Saturday evenings here, which is awesome. So tonight we're going live on this page. I was gonna do something like this as one of my paint parties, but then I thought, I don't know if everyone will go out and buy wood or not. So I'm just gonna do it here for fun, because why not? We all need a little fun. Let me know where you're all watching from, because I'm always curious. At our paint party last weekend, we had someone from Canada and someone from Costa Rica. So it was fun to, like, you know, see different places represented, which is cool. Sonia, are you in Texas? I think you're in Texas. Maybe, maybe not. So we are gonna need a little bit more brown, and I don't think I'm gonna put that burgundy color in here. I don't know what it would look like. So I wish you guys could see the new setup. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures. I posted some pictures of us like setting it up, which is why I also haven't been live. It took a while for us to get all the lighting in and to get it all set up on the old computer the proper way. I don't know. So now I feel happy again because I'm back here, which I love. I was like, oh, I need to go live. We got to get this set up. I miss my friends. Still working on my painting from last weekend's paint party, says my mom. No worries, Mama. You have until Sunday. So you guys, if you do a paint party with me, I leave the painting tutorial video up for a week so that if you want to do it, but you can't do it on the day or the time that we're doing it, which is Saturday at 5, then I leave it in until the following Sunday. So you have like a full week to get it done. And then I archive the group and take down the video, just because I know from personal experience that if I leave it up forever and just archive the group, you may or probably won't actually get the project done. So I do just archive it and delete the video. So Mom, you've got until Sunday to get that done. I'm gonna do one more coat because it's kind of a little funky here, and then I'm gonna let this dry and get out my stencil, and we're gonna use some of that rhubarb, which now I'm wondering if it's gonna show up enough. I think I'm gonna use gold with rhubarb accents, because I was gonna, whoops, I need more water. I was gonna do the other, I was gonna do rhubarb with gold accents, but I'm wondering if maybe I need the gold first with the rhubarb accents. Maybe. We shall see. And the great thing is, if I use the stencil and I don't like it, as long as I don't really pick it up too much, I can kind of layer some colors over it, which will be nice. I don't know where I got that stencil from either. It's probably from Michael's. It's huge. Oh my gosh, guys, guess what? I was on Amazon, on our Amazon cart today, craveartclub.com/supplies. And I was looking at the mixed media pads because I have run out of mine and I have just stolen my children's, which is not very nice. So I was looking at the mixed media pads and they are $8 off right now. So if you all are looking for like an 11 by 14 mixed media pad, Amazon has them for like 13 bucks. They're like 12 and change right now, and they're normally like 21. So check that out because they are on sale. I'm stoked because, like I said, I've just been stealing from my kids, and I also have like a giant mixed media pad, and I keep pulling all the pages out of that and having to cut them all down, and it's real annoying. All right, cool. I think that's a good stain. What do you guys think? That's like it used to be a lot lighter. I think that works. Maybe it works. That looks weird down here though, doesn't it? Let me get a little bit more. There's like a weird line right there. My stencils and my lettering will probably cover most of it up. To a degree. I mean, break it up like enough, you know? Have any of you guys ever done this sort of thing? Just curious. Have you made one of these like leaners before for maybe your front door or inside your house, like fireplace style? That's what I'm gonna use this one for. Maybe it just does not want to stick to this end of the board. I think that's the case, so we're just about done. Normally I'd wrap around the edges, but I think I'm gonna do a different kind of trim on the edges so that it'll be kind of unique just around the sides. I was watching this artist, her name's Natasha, I wanna say Papasek, but I'm probably saying that wrong. And she does these canvases that are gorgeous. And then she does a lot of paper art, and around the edges of her canvases, she does like tribal art. And so I thought, maybe I could do something extra cool around these edges. We'll see. All right, this has to dry a wee bit. I'm going to throw tape at myself. I'm going to take out this giant stencil, and I think I'm going to grab the blowtorch, and we're going to heat this up for just a sec. You guys, I'm supposed to let you know that if you do not already get the notifications, like if you like when I go live and you want to make sure you don't miss when we go live here, there's like a bell icon somewhere in the top of your screen. So they say, I don't know, I got this email from Facebook that was like, tell your followers to click on the bell icon and make sure that they are getting your notifications. So Kristen, hi love, oh, how are you feeling? I have been thinking about you a lot lately. So let me know how you're feeling. I'm so sorry about your accident. Oh good, this is really fun to watch. I'm glad. I will keep you entertained or do my best. Anywho, yeah, so they said click the bell icon and make sure that you have it saying like that you want to get the notifications when I'm live, so that they keep sending you notifications. So I don't know if they're like weeding out followers or they're just like giving us the reminder that that's how you let people know you're here. I don't know. And with this whole political climate and everything, they're like really cutting down reach. You guys, my videos would reach like a few hundred people right away. And then now it's like 19 people. Like the reach is terrible right now. And so if if you guys enjoy these videos and you wouldn't mind sprinkling the love to your pages or your profiles, or putting a friend's name who you think might enjoy it in the comments, I would so much love and appreciate that, because Facebook doesn't like to do it for us. So let's see, let's grab that stencil. I'm gonna grab some gold, and we're gonna grab that rhubarb. Maybe I'll even add a little bit of that cranberry wine first. It'll be like a bottom coat, gold on top, rhubarb. Maybe we'll play with that. Okay, so this is my favorite. I don't like gold and I don't like brown, and look what I'm using. But this pot of gold here is amazing. I love it so much. It's really pretty. So if you guys are interested in that, that's a deco art, and it's very hard to find deco art right now because they were considered a non-essential business through all of this, and they basically had to shut down production for the last few months. So like if you go into Michael's or any of those stores, the entire deco art section is like sold out. Like it's just empty. And they just were not able to produce their stuff. So they're finally back in production. They're finally getting going again. They just sent out an email today. I'm one of their artists that can talk about their products, and occasionally they'll send me some in the mail, but they haven't been doing that because they haven't been making any. So anyways, they're getting back at it. So you will start to find it again. They didn't go away completely, which is fantastic because their products are so good. This is gonna be a hot mess, y'all. I'm just gonna pour it out. This is a different one, but I had it sitting in the room, so I might as well use it up. All right. And I forgot to grab a paper towel, so that'll be pretty too. I'm gonna be a total mess after this. Maybe I have one laying around here. I usually, I almost dropped that. I usually do have them. I got a half of one, so use it wisely. All right, cool. And we'll get the gold I can just, I think, use out of the dish. And maybe we'll put a little bit of this out there and see what it's all about. Let's see. Ooh, that's a pretty color. These are kind of fallish, right? I think so. That's kind of more salmony than I want it to end up. But we shall see what happens, my friends. All right, so there we go. I'm getting used to the size of the table. So I'm just gonna put this stencil like a little ways over. Now, I have not washed this stencil off in a long time, and it was actually sadly curled up on the floor in my closet. I didn't know, but it fell off of like how I hang these up. So I'm hoping that it kind of stays put and does not travel away and lift up too much. It won't be perfect in the end, but done is better than perfect. That's what we say. We don't need it perfect. We just need to have it done and have fun doing it, right? That's the whole point. Just have some fun. Okay, that'll work, I guess. So I have some brushes here. This is like a 1/2 inch brush, and maybe I'll just kind of go back and forth with these colors. Oh, 1/2 inch brush is a 1.5 inch brush. I'm just gonna kind of pounce this and see how awesome this goes. We'll see. So you don't want to, with a stencil, you don't really want to like drag your brush. You just kind of want to bounce it up and down. This way it goes underneath less than if you were to be like brushing it on. And I grab paint just a couple times so that it's brighter in some spots and darker in other spots and not all the same all over. So the paint starts to wear off. I just keep going because I want it to look maybe a little more distressed in some areas, a little lighter, a little darker. And we're just gonna kind of like pounce. Has anyone used stencils before? My mom said she hasn't made one, but always makes, I always make it look so fun. It is fun. Oh my gosh, today's like our painting release day in the Crave Art Club. That's where we do art with families and kiddos. And so today was the day we like released the new painting, and we're learning about pop art right now. So it was really fun. And I already had the first like painting that's already been done was a mom, my friend Jennifer in the club. She did a painting already. She said, this was mom therapy time. Mom needed therapy, and so she did the art. I was like, that is awesome. So cool to see that, because you know what? The kids need it, and we need it, and it is such great, great therapy. I totally said to you guys, I'm gonna do this, like the oranges and then the golds, and then I was like, no way, I'm gonna switch it to golds and then oranges. And then look what I'm doing, the original way. Whatever, maybe I'll do it different on the next one. So we're just pouncing this brush. This is a folk art brush, which I love. It's 1.5 inches, and normally I don't screw up these brushes and pounce them like this, except that I've got a ton of them. It's like $4.50 for 2 brushes. So I like it. It's a good price. It's a good quality brush. It seems like it would be cheap. I literally found them at Walmart. They also have them on Amazon, and they're in our Amazon store. But they're brilliant. They're so good, and they make doing things like this or backgrounds, like a wash for a bigger canvas background, super quick. And the quality of the brush is decent, so that's nice. Oh, let's see. Kristen, my mom says, I hope you feel better soon, and she saw Jennifer's painting, and it looked great. I know, I was so proud of her. She did awesome. That was in the art club. And then Kendra says, what are you making? A hot mess. That's what I'm making, Kendra. Kendra, no. I'm making a little leaner that can go by my fireplace for Thanksgiving, since, you know, Halloween's almost here and gone. It's time for the Thanksgiving. So I'm just making a little leaner. It's like a piece of 4 foot by 1 foot, I think. Maybe it's 9 inches wood. And then I'm going to put some thankful letters on it. It's going to say thankful. But I found these like wooden letters in my garage. And I thought, what the heck? I need to use those. Perfect timing. So I grabbed them, and we're gonna cover them. Instead of painting on the letters, we're gonna cover them and then glue them on here somehow. I don't know how much of it I'll get done today. We might have to finish up on a second day. Who knows? Depends on how y'all are liking it. If everyone hops off, I'll hop off. If everyone sticks around, then I'll stick around as long as I can. Or if my kids come in and they're like loud, I'll let you go. But we are just kind of using this stencil on the wood, and you can see I'm not doing the gold in all the spots. I'm just doing the gold in some of the spots. That way, otherwise, you know, you wouldn't see all of these pinks and oranges through it so well if I did it every single spot. So I might even need to add like a little darker purple to it. I thought that burgundy wine would be darker, or what? It's not burgundy, what is it? Cranberry wine would be darker, but it came out a little pinkier. It'll probably dry darker, I would think, but I might end up needing a little purple. Purple would be cool, don't you think? You guys see this? Does it look like a hot mess? Are you like, oh my Lanta, what is she doing? Probably. I mean, I say that to myself most often. What did I do now? I call the husband in, and he'll be like, no, it looks great. I'm like, okay, let me change it. Oh boy. Today, okay, you guys, get this. I've got this group of friends that are other artists that you guys have probably seen on my page because we've done some collaborations together in the past, and we're going to be doing a new one with, you know, I can't say the word with a TAGS, but they go on presents, or you can give them to people like cards, but they're not cards. But Facebook doesn't like that word. So I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble and have them even limit the reach more than they do. So we're going to be doing a collaboration with these ladies the weekend of Thanksgiving. So like right after Thanksgiving, that weekend when we normally Black Friday shop, we're not going to probably be as much Black Friday shopping because they're not doing it this year, right? I need purple, y'all. I think most of the shops have said they're like not doing Black Friday. They're doing it all online, which is great. But now people will be home and like, what are they going to do? So we decided we're going to make those, and you guys can hop into the group. I think the groups, it'll cost a few bucks, but it's going to be less than $10. And you learn from like about 6 or 7 of us artists. And we're all going to be making different, that was not me. If you heard that, that was my paint right here in the tube. I am sorry. God, I love the paint. I'm going to add a little purple because to me, it needs purple. So anyways, we're gonna be doing this cool collaboration and making those so you guys can use them as like gratitude little messages to people. You can use them as for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate. You can use them for your little gifts. You can use them just to send in the mail as like a I'm thinking about you sort of thing. So it's gonna be really fun. Anyways, I was working on that today because my deadline to have them done and turned in to the group so we all can get ready for it is today. I'm a last minute kind of gal. I even told them, let's have a meeting like 2 days before because I won't be ready unless I have another meeting. So we did. And then they were like, here's my day. You know that word, TAGS. Here's mine. And Ashley, where's yours? I said, it's all still up here. I'll have that to you by Friday. Oh boy. So that was what I was working on this afternoon. And I still don't know if I like what I came up with. So maybe I'll show you guys and you tell me that looks fun or that doesn't. I'm trying to be the one who incorporates stuff for the kiddos to do because the ladies do more for like everybody, not as much just kiddos. Okay, now I'm just gonna pounce this to kind of soak up some extra paint with a dry, this is just a little dry brush. Just so I don't have any globs and I can peel this off a little quicker and see what this looks like. So I've been trying to think of something easy enough for the kids with supplies kids would have and use, but yet would still be fun for the grown-ups. But we'll have more about that coming out. Oh, there we go. What do y'all think about that one? It's pretty. It's not too fall-y, which I mean, not too like pumpkin-y kind of colors, but it's very fallish, like purples and pinks and golds. I do like it. What do you guys think? I'm gonna move on to the next one, and I'm gonna have to turn the board. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. Hold on, I gotta stand up. I gotta turn the board. Y'all, I'm stepping on tape. There's tape on my floor. Look at this big old wadded tape. Just stepped on that. Okay, so there, and then where's my? Oh, here come the kids. I hear them yelling. We might have yelling children in a second, y'all. I'm sorry. Think of, sorry, you won. Good job, bud. All right, so I'm just gonna put another one kind of on this side, and I'm gonna go maybe a little farther. Maybe turn it a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of looking at the angle I had before, and I'm just turning it just a wee bit. What's up, Finn? Do you have a question?
Yeah, can I watch?
Yes, you may. Actually, yeah, you may. Okay, he wanted to know if he could watch TV. I should say no, but I don't care. I told you guys my week was great fun. So for everybody who's just joining me, because I see there's been a few more people hopped on. Yay, thanks, welcome. Say where you're watching from and how your week went. I would love to know. Y'all, we were supposed to have rain here this weekend, and I was so excited for rain, and now they say no rain. No rain. That's a bummer. Most places, like my friend just posted, Jamie, she posted it's all snowing where she's at. And I just saw pictures like 3 weeks ago where it was beautiful fall leaves, and now it's snow. Everything's covered in snow, which where I live, we don't get that. So that was weird. I'm going to do the purples first this time and kind of work backwards. We'll see what happens. So anyways, I know a lot of places are like, it's either snow or fire. I think that's what it seems like. My friend in Colorado, the whole place is on fire. California was on fire for a while, everyone, and then it's like snow. I don't know what's going on with this weather, y'all. But let us know what it's like where you're at. It was supposed to rain. I was so excited for rain coming because we need it desperately. And because then it just makes it feel like fall. But now at least it's cooled down. It's not like 90 degrees. So that's nice. But I do feel sad that the weatherman, I know it's not his fault, but we can blame it on the weatherman. We're not getting rain anymore. Dylan, did you hear that? There's no more rain in the forecast.
Oh, fire that guy.
That's God. I don't think you want to fire him.
No, the guy that's saying the word.
The ones who got our hopes up that we were actually going to get rain. Dylan says, fire that guy. Yeah, no, so I'm so bummed because we need the rain so bad. I hope they're wrong. Again, that is the paint making this sound. Dylan's like, yeah, right. I can't, I'm gonna run out of purple. Babe, maybe you can help cut the top off my purple and I can get more paint out of it. So we're just pouncing, y'all. We're gonna do layers. It's gonna be purple and then probably the burgundy, or maybe the rhubarb and then the burgundy and then the gold. Let's do the gold on top of this one. Oh, but you know what? Maybe I don't want to because I think I'm gonna use lighter paper. So maybe I'll do the gold in the middle or just less gold. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? Do you like the colors of that one or is it blend in too much? It's kind of supposed to just kind of be a background, sort of a texture. Not too distracting, but something cool going on so that the board's not just plain. I could have painted like a design on here, but I didn't want to think that hard, y'all. This helps us not have to think hard. Looks like we did something amazing. And then we still had some fun together, right? Or fun on your own, whatever you're gonna do. If you want to do one of these, they're real fun. And like I said, I just got these letters. There's summer. Oh gosh. Oh, they're here. I got these letters on. See, they're like perfect size for this. They'll fit right down the middle. These letters from Target. I'm sure they have them this year, but I got them last year. I think last year they were in my garage, so who knows? I could have got them 12 years ago. No, I think I got them last year. And they just are wood, and we're gonna kind of like decorate them. Now you could paint them, but I'm going to do them with paper, I think. I'm gonna cover them with paper. I'm not putting it outside. It's gonna go by my fireplace. So I don't have to worry about like paper and sealing it and all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna do them in paper. And I think I might need a touch of purple because I think I added too much of this. Like, this is rhubarb, but it looks like salmon to me. I don't know if I like this color so much. It's all right. I mean, it brings in the like orangey tone, which I needed. So it's good. It's good. Looks like grandma's house right now, doesn't it? Someone's like, probably, yup, looks like grandma's house. It's like mauve. How do you say it? Mauve or mauve? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, do any of you, let me know in the comments, and I know I've posted about these people a few times here. Do any of you watch Dina Blizzard from One Funny Mother? Because she cracks me up. I just think she's hysterical. And last night she was on with Meredith. You guys have probably seen these people because they're like all over the Facebook internet, you know. Oh, I got lots of purple out that time. Fantastic. Anyways, they were talking about the way you say different words yesterday on a live that they actually did together. And I was cracking up. Dylan and I were just cracking up. So if you guys haven't watched her at all and you want a good laugh, don't leave this right now. Later. Go check out One Funny Mother because she is so funny. And she's been doing stuff all quarantine. And she's like hardcore quarantining like we are, where we really don't go anywhere. So it's been fun to watch. And she's from Jersey. So I always like seeing different places, you know, and what it's like for people. Oh, I think my husband's got a work call right now, so that's great. No one's going to watch the children. They're being babysat in the other room by television. Moms, give yourself a break. If your kids are watched by the television these days, you're fine. They're fine. As long as it's appropriate. My kids know it's appropriate and what's not. And Finn definitely lets me know if he thinks something is not okay. You know what? I'm going to dry this just a wee bit because it's a little soggy. And I want this pink to stand out and not get too muddy, but I still want them to kind of mix a little. So I've got the heat gun, which is a decent way to help kind of dry this faster, but you could use a hair dryer if you've got one. You've probably got a hair dryer and not a heat gun. So, heat gun, hair dryer, it all works. So I'm grabbing this cranberry wine color from Deco Art, and I'm just gonna pounce some of that randomly. So like I did the most of the purple, and I go a little bit less every time with each layer that I add on, just so you know you still see the colors through it. If I just did the exact same amount, it wouldn't really show all the other colors and all the work I just did. So we're just gonna pounce a few areas with this, and then we'll do the gold, and then we'll move on to our last one. And then we'll get to those fun letters. While this dries, we can get the letters going, and that'll be fun. All right, that's probably good enough. And now gold. Where's the top? Oh, the kitties. I saw the kitties run by. I hope they don't come up here. You guys know what happened yesterday? Yesterday, I was getting ready to paint because I had to work. What was I doing? I think I was making a lesson for the art club. And I got all the paints out, everything, and my cat literally jumped up on the table and jumped her paw right into the paint on my palette. Just jumped into it and then went flick like that to get it off, and it went everywhere. Oh my gosh, so I scooped her up. This was what I'm talking about with my week, why I need to paint with y'all right now. Totally scooped her up, stuck her under the faucet, cleaned her off. Luckily, she's the one that likes the faucet, so that's fine. But I mean, the paint was on her back, it was all over her paw, it was everywhere. And then I was filming and I had to go, I have like a meeting every Thursday with Joe who's here, and some other amazing folks. And so I was trying to get ready for that and clean all my stuff up real quick, and I spilled my bucket of paint water, you know, that I used to wash out my brushes, all over my floor. It wasn't like painty, so it didn't ruin the floor, and we have wood floor, but it just like the water was everywhere, and so I had to stop and clean all that up. I was like, oh, this week is a hot disaster, but it's all right. We survived another week in quarantine. I think we're on day 226 in our house, you guys, because my calendar just reads now like the date, like, you know, the actual date, so we still know what day it is, and then it says the number of quarantining days we're on. Just so we know, we're okay, so we're still here. But that's where we're at. Oh, and just for a quick PSA, go out, vote, do your civic duty, and change the world, people. Whatever you're voting, vote. Just go vote. It's important. Super important. So remember to go do that. We just turned our ballots in. Woohoo! So excited. All right, let's pull this one off and see what happened underneath. Ooh, it's a little darker than the last one. You guys, what do you think? That one, this is a little more pinky. This one's a little more purpley. I do like it. All right, I gotta stand up again because I gotta turn the board back. So we're kind of alternating, all right? What are you guys thinking? Anybody here like, I would never do that, but this is fun to watch? Or are you like, hey, you know what? I might actually give this a try. It doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping I'm not making it look scary. Like, you can totally do this. And it's fun. Zori, do not jump up here. She's looking at me like, I'm gonna jump on that right there. Zori, baby, please don't. And I can't even yell. You like that one? All right, it's kind of purpley. I can't even yell for the kids because the kids are watching a show and Dylan's on a work call. Oh, I forgot to pounce it with my other brush. That's all right. Where's that paper towel? Oh, it's under the board. Where's the stencil from, Sandy? Sandy, it's good to see you. I didn't know you were here. Hello, friend. I think Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Probably Michael's, and it was probably on sale last year, is my guess. But they probably still have it. It's probably, what is the Michael's brand? I can't think off the top of my head. Maybe it's even Martha Stewart. It might be a Martha Stewart one. But they usually have these giant ones. If not, the only other place I buy stencils from is Hobby Lobby. So it could be a Hobby Lobbyer. Because they all have like the best selection. But I usually buy from Michael's. I feel like they have a better big stencil selection at Michael's. So that's my thought. But I think like any round sort of stencil, even not just this style, but some sort of more round one, is cool for this because it gives that like kind of a pumpkin-esque vibe in that it's rounded and it fills up a good section. I don't like stencils when they're just like a small one. I think they're too distracting when you have like just a snowflake and a snowflake, and unless it's like you have a snowman at the bottom with snowflakes falling on his head, then fine. But I find like these ones just kind of add a little less distraction if you're just going for sort of coverage for the background. I like your colors on it. Oh, thanks, love. The ones I'm doing right now are the funky blues and purples I had from before. These ones I'm using are, this is a chalk paint from Waverly. It's called Rhubarb, and I got that at Walmart. And everything else is Deco Art. I have a Deco Art Americana dark chocolate that I used with water to stain the background here, like the whole piece of wood. And then I have this Americana decor, which is Deco Art, 24 karat gold. I also have their cranberry wine, and I think I have, oh, purple. I have Deco Art. This is their purple. This is their dioxazine purple. I don't think I showed that one before, but I do like that one a lot. So I'm going to do some purple now. Let's see what happens there. Let's put the purple in now. So I pounce off a lot of the paint because I kind of want it kind of like drier. I don't want soggy paint everywhere, or it really does go under the stencil. So if you don't put on too much paint, keep it very thin. There's not a lot on there, and you can see like my bristles are all flared out. Now when I teach you guys, like in my paint parties on the weekends, I'm like, you don't want your brush to look like this. You want it to stay nice and thin, but for a texture technique, you kind of want to have a brush that you can mess up like this. Now this won't be a brush that I really probably use for nice thin lines and backgrounds later on. This will probably just stay a brush more for this sort of work, so that I keep it for textures, and then I keep my thinner, nicer brushes for doing smooth background texture and stuff like that. So just playing along today because I needed a break, and I wanted to go live. I wanted to paint. I miss being here because we'd been not live for so long, you guys, because we've been setting up the new studio here, which has been nice. It's been great, but you know, I was like, Dylan, get it set up. I want to go live. Because I don't know how to set it up. Oh, good. The cat's in the basketball hoop that's on the table. Fantastic. That means she's like basically in a little box and she's contained. So I don't have to worry about her. I'm going to do the gold on top of this one. So I'm going to get this wine color on here a little bit. I've ordered stencils from Amazon, and you probably have all of them. I think you gave them all to me, Mom. Yeah, I'm guessing. Probably. They're all hanging up on my pegboard wall. Yeah, Amazon's great for stuff. Everything's been so hit and miss during this whole COVID thing, though, you know? And there's a lot of things on sale in stores because their whole seasons have just kind of gone away with nobody shopping in them, which is such a bummer. But great if you're looking for a bargain. So, if y'all are just hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I love saying hi to you guys. So if you want to say hello, I'd love to say hi. Again, Belching Beaver Peanut Butter Stout with a giant scoop of ice cream in it. Because like I said, it was a week. So if you guys are looking for a good stout, that is a delicious one. I don't know where you guys can get those. If you're not in where I live, you know, can you get them everywhere? I don't know. I wish you could send people, you know, stouts, because I'd send it to my friend and be like, check this out, but because she doesn't live here, she lives in Colorado. Sandy says essential stencils are what I use. They are great stencils. They are great stencils. I have so many friends that use essential stencils. I need to start looking into that. And yes, their stencils are awesome. They have some really cute ones out right now, like the little packs, like Melissa Miller over from Miller's Rustic Sawmill. If you guys aren't following her, you should be. But she is also an ambassador for Essential Stencils, and she's been doing some really cute stuff lately. Who else? Heidi Easley has been using some. Why can't I think of who else does it? I don't know if Grace does. Maybe Grace does. I can't remember. Zori, don't eat the papers. Zori, stop it. My cat is eating tape. Oh, stop it. Oh, you're knocking all my, oh boy, she's knocking all my artwork off the table, you guys. She is just doing that. So Sandy, do you just order from Essential Stencils directly and then they ship them to you, yes? They are a great company, so if you guys are looking for some cool stencils, they've got some really good ones. And Melissa's got a discount. Grace is an ambassador. Okay, good. That's what I thought. Grace is an ambassador too. So yeah, check out Grace's page. Is her page Empty? I want to say Empty Nest. Sandy, help me. I'll post it on here because Grace is one of my friends too. And so is Melissa, and they have discounts. You guys can grab their discount codes and not pay full price. So check them out if you are looking for some stencils. Thanks, Sandy, for putting that up there and reminding me about that. All right, there we go. I think we're good. I think I have destroyed the gold lid. I want just a little more here. It's getting kind of muddy. Let me see that. Oh, good. There we go. So that one's got a little bit more golds in it. Yes, they have a website. Her page is Comfy Nest. Thank you so much. I could have looked in my group. Grace is part of the group I'm collaborating with for the weekend after Thanksgiving, when we're all gonna do, we have like a private group that you guys gotta like sign up to be a part of, and we're gonna do a big collaboration with like 6 or 7 or something of us, and we're making TAGS for like your gifts, and we're going to teach you guys how to do a few different ways of those, so you can make them for like gratitude sort of cards, send them over to your friends and neighbors and whatever, or put them on your Christmas packages. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have like such a huge mess. Look at this. And of course, the one day I've not got 8 million paper towels sitting here because they're all in the garage and we just run out of them. So anyways, Grace is part of that collaboration. So you'll get some cool stuff and ideas from her. And who else is in that collaboration? Debbie Viola's in there. Heather's in there. Me. Melissa McFadden. Hey, Zoe, no. You guys, my cat. I'm sorry. I just spilled paint all over the table, y'all. Okay, there we go. Zoe, whoa. I'm going to be catching a cat in like 2 seconds, friends. All right. So we've got, I just saw there's 6 laughing faces. What am I doing that's so hilarious? Oh, she's all the way on the other side. Fantastic. I just need a break for a minute, kitties. Because there's wet paint everywhere where the cat is at. And I think she was locked in the bedroom and the boys let her out because they're boys. So this board, let me see if you guys can see all of it. So we'll just show you the board. What is the collaboration called? Good question. We haven't named it yet. We're gonna name it, but we can't really use the word TAG. We were gonna say TAG a friend, and then we realized Facebook will be so mad at us. So we're not, oh, gosh darn it. Hold on. We're not gonna name it that, but it is like that idea that you can make them for a friend and go, run, kitty. So anyways, I will let you know as soon as I know the name for it. But we will be posting about it here. You'll see it here. It's going to be less than $10 to join. It'll be all on, I think, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So you guys can kind of take a break and be like, this is my time to relax. And just give yourself like a little retreat day, which will be nice. So if you are looking for something to do Thanksgiving weekend, join us, ladies, over there in that group. Whew, okay, I'm out of shape. If I just had to move a board and I'm winded, we got a problem. Oh boy, you guys, it's ridiculous. This is gonna be so pathetic. And my husband's like, I feel like we do as much as we did before quarantine. But he sat at a desk. I used to take the kids everywhere. I did all the shopping. I was in and out of stores. I walked like all day long because I was living. Pretty much I was just living. And I walked a lot. He didn't know that because he wasn't there, right? We went for my second official walk 2 days ago since quarantine, 7 months. Pathetic. But we went for my second walk, kids' third walk. I have done a couple grocery stores. And y'all, the next day I woke up and I was walking around the house and I said to Dylan, okay, I totally forgot about the walk, first of all. And I said, did we do any sort of a workout yesterday that I don't remember doing? Like, what is wrong that my body should be this sore? My calves felt like they did if you had just done like a half marathon, but you were in shape, right? Or if you like aren't that in shape, but you did a 5K. Wow, my legs hurt like the next day. And Dylan goes, well, we took a walk yesterday. it's come to. We're so pathetic that I feel like I literally just did a full body workout walking around my block. It wasn't even like a hike up a hill. It wasn't even like a real walk. It went around my block, which is not that big. And I literally couldn't move my legs. So pathetic. You guys, I gotta get out. Okay, so speaking of that, I then posted on Facebook in Buy Nothing. I was like, does anyone have like stationary bike that you plan to use that's just sitting in your garage? If so, I don't want to own your bike, but could I borrow it for like 6 months with like a 6-month deadline on it? Because if I tell you it's like 6 months, then it's going to make me actually do the work and ride the bike and be done in 6 months. And then I'll be, fit again. Some lady was like, sure, I got one in the garage that's doing nothing. You can use my bike. What? I know, I didn't even call her back. I was a little bit like, oh crap, now I really got to do it. And I made the mistake of telling Dylan what I did. He goes, didn't some lady say she's got a bike for you? Where's that? Like, yeah, it's in her garage still. That's not going to help me work out, is it? But then I realized how out of shape I am and was like, I might need to call her up and get the bike. I don't even know what I'm doing here, people. I'm just cutting paper. So we're looking at these papers, and I cut a few of them. These are like 6x6 because it's like stationery paper, right? Like for scrapbooking. And if they're 6x6, my letters are like 5.5, I think. So here's the board. And I just want to see, I think I want to use these colors. Oh, I think I want these colors. So then every letter will just be done in this print. And I can kind of change the angle and mix it up a little bit. Just get a stand for yours. Yeah, I have a bike. My mom got me a bike, and I could just put it like on training wheels and kick it up a little bit and then just ride my beach cruiser in the living room. So this, I don't know. What do you guys think? I should do every letter like a different color paper, or should I kind of just stick to every letter in the same kind of paper, maybe like switch the direction of the diagonals? So there's this color and this color. I did see that post where that little girl was like doing her class Zoom, and she had her bicycle, and she's just riding the bike while she's Zooming with her teacher. Brilliant idea. Maybe I could just go on here, and I'll be painting while I ride my bike. I'd forget to ride the bike. I'd just paint. Do any of you guys feel like, the gym's calling and you're like really not been good at it? I've been eating a spoonful of Nutella most days and have kicked up the intake of the stout a little bit. I slowed it down recently, but it's quarantine. What else are you gonna do? And then what else? I've been eating a lot of candy. The kids don't even know that I bought, my numbers all just changed weird, that like everything went to 1. Well, that's weird. So my kids don't know that I bought Halloween candy because we're not trick-or-treating. We're just staying home, but they want to trick-or-treat to the bedroom doors within the house. And so they don't know that I've bought Halloween candy, and they may never know that I actually bought it because I've been eating it out of the cupboard. Oh boy, ladies probably. I don't know if there's gentlemen here. Maybe. But that's the life I'm currently living right at the moment. Anybody else? That's a hideous color. I don't like that color. I don't even know why I took it out. That one's kind of weird. I don't like that one. Oh, I took that out because I had 4 of them. They're ugly. Don't like this yellow checkered one. This is like Easter colors. These are kind of disgusting, but kind of 70s retro and weird. So I'm just gonna cut that up and see. We're gonna lay these out. I'm doing this for a reason. We're gonna lay it out. We're gonna see if we like it. If we don't like it, I got a bunch of tiny paper that I probably won't use ever again. It'll just sit in the art room in the pile of paper, and there it'll sit. That's what it does. Oh boy, I'm killing you. I'm sorry. This is what it's come to. Oh, quarantine does weird things to a gal. I don't know. How's everyone else doing? Can someone make me feel better about myself? Right about now, please. Sandy says, I can't believe they haven't scoped out the candy. My boys always found my hiding spots. Oh, it's because it's way high up and they're lazy. Go up there. Oh, they're too lazy. If they gotta reach for something, they just yell, Mom. And then when I say no, they don't need it anymore, right? So, yeah, they don't even know I bought it. And I did buy some candy corn. One of them doesn't like candy corn, so I knew I was pretty safe. The other one, he asked for candy, and I usually just say no. He goes, but you end up eating it all. I said, yes. He goes, that's not good for you, Mom. You even say, like, you can't eat all that candy, so I'm trying to help you. And I said, well, you need to stop. There's no help anymore, kid. So that's the life of this house currently. If I've made anyone else feel better about their home, I've done my job today, I guess. Oh gosh. Okay, so here's what we've done. We've stained this board with some Deco Art brown paint and a lot of water, thinned it out so we can still see the grain, okay? And then, hoping this is fairly dry. I'm gonna dry it real quick. But this was stenciled on with our stencil, and I just pounced 4 different colors of paint, which reminds me my brushes need to go in the water. So I just pounced it in like 4 shades of paint, like a darker purple, a reddish purple, see here, and then more of an orange and a gold. So it kind of like got lighter as we went along. I don't know where the cat went, which scares me just a little bit. She'll just all of a sudden pop up from somewhere. And now we're gonna look at doing these letters. And I wanna lay the papers on here, but I don't want to ruin the paint. So I got it heated up just a wee bit. This was the first one we did, it's pretty good. And I don't have to stain this, or seal this, because it's gonna be in my house. And I'll probably do the back side, something Christmassy, something like that. So I'm just trying to visualize the colors. Part of me thinks I just want all of one color. Part of me thinks I want more than one color. So we're gonna lay them out. This is the color I think I just want every letter to be like different directions of this. So if I were to do that, it would be something like that. Like every letter, see, they're gonna be covered here. So it's just gonna be thin. It's not all gonna be that big of a square. This is actually gonna go on top of this, not how it is right now. So it'd just be a little hint of it kind of showing. So I could do that, like, what is it? TH, this should be an A. I don't know which direction this goes. Let me look. I thought that looked weird. So, of course, the ones I need are the last ones I pick up. There's like a T up here, and a H, A, N, like this, right? So all those letters, that looks weird, like that. Or, you know, if I don't like it, I could just put color over the top. So I could do something like that one at the top, and then this for the next color, and then maybe an A, and then like the N, and a K. No, that's too close. And switch up like all that, but doesn't that seem a little too busy? What do you guys think? I think that's just like way too busy, like too much going on. And I think with how thin the letters are, it's not going to be too overpowering if I just use all of the stripe. And I think this is too close to the stencil I used in the bottom, which means this one would also be too close to the stencil I used. All right, see, so we just lay it out like that, and then we realize we cut like a ton of paper we don't need. But that's all right. We'll use this for nothing else in the future, I'm sure. Oh, friends, friends, friends. All right, so I'm gonna pull this away, and I'm gonna cover a letter and see what happens. The other wonderful thing is that I'm almost out of my glue. Now, my friend, she sells this stuff. This is close to my heart. It's for like scrapbooking. What about the stripes and the dots? Like go back and forth? All right, let me look at that. And by dots, I don't know if I know what you mean. All right, so we have the stripe here and the dots. What's dots? Like this one? Like that 70s style one? Oh no, okay, hold on. I'm squishing my papers. All right, there we go. So something like this? Or did you mean like the flowers? This one. Go back and forth with those two. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, friends? So like that. Boop, 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 boop. Maybe. I'll start with these and we'll see if we add those in. I think those were what you meant by the dots. What word are you spelling? I'm spelling thankful. I am spelling thankful. I like the chevron too, but here's my reason for not the chevron. Because if I put it on a slight angle, it's going to look jacked up. So I think I'm going to save myself the embarrassment and embarrassment. Whatever, like I care about that. I think I'm going to just stick with like it's already on an angle, so it's okay that it's an angle. That's my thought on that. We'll see. So my friend, like I said, sells these things. My friend Bonnie, she's got some octopus. Oh gosh, I'll look for her. The Paper Octopus. If you want to follow her on Instagram at the Paper Octopus, she does the coolest card making, like paper crafts. And she also sells this awesome stuff, which is like a glue. So you squish this stuff, and I'm running low because I decided, oh, I'll just use this for this really lame other project that took up like so much of my glue, and I was like, oh shoot, I don't have enough left. You could use Mod Podge for this, which is probably what I will end up having to do. But, you know, this stuff is actually really cool and super easy to use. You just kind of like wipe it on like this, and it's not too messy. And then you stick the paper to it, and you can sand off the edges, which is why I have sandpaper. It's all about tools today and cool stuff. Okay, so there's that. There's this, and then I'm just gonna line it up at the top. Maybe. I'm gonna turn it over so I can see the top. And if I line it up that way, it should, in theory, be straight. I don't know if it really will, but I'm gonna put that on there. And I could seal these afterwards if I want to, but I can cut right around this because now I can like see it, right? It's stuck there. And I have some scissors. See, that was my yoga move of the day. So we're just gonna cut right around all this excess. And then when it's dry in a minute, we can sand around it and get all that extra off, which is fantastic. We'll see what this looks like, all right? It'll be like, I haven't done this in over a year. I used to go to her crafting retreats, and now we didn't get to have it this year, obviously, but I used to teach paint party at it. So after everyone would craft for the whole day, then at night we'd have dinner, and then I'd lead a paint party, which was always fun. And then whoever wanted to paint could paint, whoever wanted to keep crafting could craft, and whoever just wanted to watch and have a drink could watch and have a drink or just watch, you know? That was always so much fun. So it has been a while since I've done this. Like I said, I found these letters in the garage of junk. It was like I was shopping in my own garage. Like, you know, it's kind of fun. Found all these cool things. But I wasn't allowed to keep most of it because, oh no, that's ripply. Oh no, that's ripply. I didn't do good on this, you guys. There we go. I need a paper towel. Have I said that already? I think I have. Right now is when I'm like, I'd like a kid to come to my rescue. All right, so I'm just kind of going down along these edges so I can see where it is and pressing, making sure all of this is stuck to it. Now, like I said, you could paint these if you don't want to have scrapbook paper and do all this scrapbooky thing. But I've got so much of this paper laying around and I have all this stuff and we paint all the time. So I thought, what the heck, let's do something new. Need to change it up a little bit. So there we go. All right, like if you guys are interested in this weekend's paint party, we will be painting. I couldn't even find this. It was right in front of my face. And I couldn't find my like less gritty sandpaper. So we're gonna use this sucker. It's a little more grit than I want, but we'll try it. But if you guys are enjoying yourselves and you want to paint this weekend, we are painting a cute little teacup painting on Saturday night, tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And you just go to craveartclub.com/paint parties. And that is where you can sign up for it. It's in a pop-up group, so it's like private. We don't do it here on the page. It's $15, and you get your supply list like once you sign up. It's just paints, whatever paints you've got, or you can pick the colors that I put up there. And I give you guys like a template. So if you're like, well, I could never draw that teacup, don't worry, because I give you a template for it. And I give you a template for the letters and everything. You just print it out and then we'll paint it together. Give you some fun tricks and tips on how to make it work. I know people in here have been doing it with their whole families or Zooming with friends across the country, even across the globe in other countries. And they're like Zoom and they share in the group a picture of them like with their friend on the Zoom camera on one computer and then the Facebook group up on the other camera, on the other computer or phone or whatever. See how easy this comes off, y'all? And then they get to have like this little party that they otherwise would not have got to connect with these friends in such a fun little way. So it's been really exciting. We had a family from Canada last week and they are also in the Crave Art Club and they all did it as a family together. And the kids' art and the mom's art all was so beautiful. But they were like, we can't wait until next week. So they're in this week's party too. So it's been really fun watching like all the kids and parents come together and friends near and far come together. That's been awesome. We've had some friends socially distanced-ish at their home with like just a couple girlfriends, you know, mom's night. So if you're up for that, that is your call. But it's fun. We've had a good time. And what I've loved probably the most is like people saying, I didn't realize it was going to be so much fun. And I'm looking forward to the next one. I didn't think I could do that, but I did it. That's right. By golly, you can do it. It's fun. So if you're on the fence, just try it. Also, we are having a paint party for the kiddos and the parents, adults can too. But I'm really going to gear that one towards the kiddos on Halloween morning at 10 a.m. And we're making fun little monsters. There's like a sample of one type behind me. But we're going to make fun little monsters to make the holiday sort of fun still, even though many people are not going to be going out doing the normal thing. I wanted it to be fun for the kids still. So let me show you how this looks and we'll check it out. Oh boy. All right, let's see. This is the T, okay? Look at that, it's gonna be cool, isn't it? I think this will end up being the bottom, but we're just gonna glue these right on. Oh, maybe it'll be the top. They have to kind of go up that high. And it'll say thankful all the way down it. What do you guys think? I think the stripe is pretty cool. Do you guys think the stripe is cool? Now the problem is gonna be I gotta make sure I put these all on the right direction. I like the stripe. Oh, Dylan? Oh, Dylan! He just let both cats out. Could you put the cats back in the room with the kids so they don't jump all over the table, please? Thank you, love. Sorry. He's like, I'm in a meeting, but you let the cats out and I got paint here. This is my meeting. I'm in a meeting too. I don't know. That's Zori. He goes, what's all over the floor? She jumped up and she knocked all my stuff off the table. And I couldn't yell for anyone. I was helpless. Oops, that's backwards. So it's gonna go this way. Okay, so mom says stripes all the way. I think I'm gonna go like that. So they're gonna kind of alternate back and forth. We'll see, friends, we shall see. Okay, and then we're gonna glue these on, or you could use those 3M strips, which I love the 3M strips because you can change them up. So if you do the 3M, you just do little Velcros, and then you could use this with a different word later on and take them off and put new letters on and whatever. We use the 3M. I wish I had a brand new one of these. I'm gonna have to call up my friend Bonnie. Bonnie, if you're here, I need to order from you. But I might just have to switch to the Mod Podge on this because this is going to take forever. Y'all don't want to sit there and watch glue come out of a tube. There we go. Gloss. I don't care if it's glossy because it's on the back. No one will know. But this just takes a little bit longer. It's a little lumpier to dry, so I prefer the other one. But that's okay. We'll use this. Okay. I don't know what I was saying. Does anyone know what I was saying? How's everybody holding up? What are you guys thinking of how this is turning out? Good, not so good, exciting, you are wishing for more? He's on a business meeting, you guys, but it's with like his best friend. So he's singing happy birthday in the other room. It's not his birthday though. I don't know whose birthday it is. So anyways. It's not like a real meeting. He's like, I'm on a meeting. I can't get the cats. No, get the cats. I don't know. Oh, you know what they're talking about, though? Our friend Ryan, his brother passed away with mental illness a couple years ago. And to honor his brother and to help support people struggling with mental illness, especially right now, it's just so tough for so many people. He is starting a shoe company selling flip-flops, and they're just like, testing it right now and getting everything together and seeing how it goes and whatever. So they don't have any flip-flops totally done yet, but they are working on it. And so they're going to have flip-flops, and his brother's name was Skip, and it's going to be called Skip's Flips. I think I posted about it here, but they are going to sell flip-flops to help raise money for people with, to help, people with mental illness, or learn more about that or whatever, to help these people who are struggling in honor of his brother who passed away a couple years ago. So pretty cool, right? And Dylan has been doing all of the design. Dylan's my husband, has been doing all of the design work for that lately. So that's been fun. Which way? I'm just looking real quick to see which way the stripes go. I feel like that's that direction. There we go. Okay. What? You guys, I'm like, this is too hard for my brain for a minute. I got to figure out which way the N goes and make sure, because I'm alternating them, that I don't sugar plums do it wrong. Okay, so it goes like this. So it goes like this, and then I flip. All right. That was a struggle. That was a struggle for me. Then I have to flip this. You guys, it's a lot of thinking tonight. It's too much thinking tonight is what it is. Anybody else? It's too much stinking thinking right now. I did a lot of math this week. Like I said, it was a lot of math with the children. My favorite thing I learned this week. So my kids have these like vocabulary words. We do a lot of vocabulary words because they have big words in science and big words in there. We do this thing called IEW, which is like a grammar writing program that's amazing, even for us adults, and teaches like all the different parts of speech, but in a really cool way through writing and stuff. And they have big words in there, and I use those because their spelling words that they have from their curriculum are kind of, in my opinion, a little weak. So I want to add in some stronger like adverbs and adjectives that they'll beef up their writing with. And so I give them to them as vocab words and spelling words. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, wait, how do you spell, like when we're reading it in something, they'll be like, how do you spell that again? Or if I give a definition, they're like, well, how do you spell this word? And so I'll sit there and I'll try to tell. It's only 2 children. I'll try to tell them, okay, this is how you spell it. And then they all both talk. You can't hear someone spelling something if your mouth is open and moving, right? That's right. Okay. So then they're like, wait, how do you, okay, I have A-R, and then the other one's like, I have G-V, and you're like, no, wait, hold on. And you're like, I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. Stop talking. Just listen to the letters. If you miss a letter, I'll come back around and do it again, okay? So then we try again. Nope. They both, wait, I'm at P. Well, I'm at R. Well, oh my gosh. So you know what I gave up this week? I said, I'm not spelling any more words for you. You are going to listen to Siri, because somehow y'all don't interrupt Siri. So now whenever they're like, how do you spell? I say, spell whatever the word is, popcorn. That's an easy word. Spell popcorn. And then Siri talks, and it's like you can hear a pin drop in my house. He spells the word, and we move on. I say it, 3 hours later, we're fighting over how do you spell the word, because they've not listened. I don't know what that's all about. Does it happen to any other people here? Are there any moms that are watching this? Any homeschoolers? Any teachers? Anybody who's like, yup, that's my house. I try to talk and they just don't stop. That's most of my day. I don't know where they get all the talking from. I can't get mad because my mom's sitting over there laughing like, this is payback, honey. And I tell my kids, I can't wait till you have children. And then I'm going to say, go say this to your father. And I'm just going to sit back and watch and laugh because I know his pain. They think it's hilarious, but, you know. Siri is now my new best friend because they listen to Siri. Siri has become their teacher for words. Or they're like, well, I don't know what that means. I've never heard of that word. Why should I have to spell that word? I'll never use it. If I've never heard of it by the time I'm 11, I'm never going to use it in my life. Wrong. You're going to use it. And if you're not, you're going to use it now, today, in your schoolwork. So Siri will do definitions as well. It's fantastic. So if any of you are struggling with children who don't want to listen, Siri it up. Anyways, maybe that was a helpful tip to somebody here watching. And if not, see, this is why we have Siri for everything now. The kids don't even think they have to remember anything anyways, because we have Siri for absolutely everything. Except hands-on building of stuff, right? So now I'm like, you know what? They just need to build stuff. They need to make stuff and use their brains and be thinkers. We don't need all these extra facts. I don't know. I don't remember the facts. Do all y'all remember facts from elementary school? It's like I'm relearning everything again. Oops. Let's go the other way. That helps. Have any of you guys done lettering like this before? I also will say I traced all these letters beforehand so I could make my own stencils once these are all, you know, on here and used up, and I'm not going to be able to use them. Oh, shoot. Y'all, I forgot the H. Nobody here told me I'm spelling the word thankful wrong. Oh, crap. Well, I'm going to have to redo the T. The A and the N win. The T is going to get a second layer. It's a good thing because the T can be turned around backwards. Because I spelled thankful. Oh, gosh. I told you tonight was going to be a hot mess. I hope you were ready for the ride, my friends. People are like, this girl's lost her mind. What in the world is happening? None of you here told me I'm spelling this sucker wrong. What is the deal? This is why I'm here, friends. I needed the support. I needed the help. I needed someone to be like, Ashley, stop while you're behind. Slow it down. You spelled the word wrong. None of you people. Now, who's here so I can address you personally? Oh, gosh, really? I spelled thankful wrong, and I'm talking about spelling. That's what I need. I need my phone. I need Siri. Hey, Siri, how do you spell thankful? Because I was running my mouth and not listening. Stupid. I quit. Anybody else quit? I didn't even drink half of this thing, you guys. I think I spit. Is ice cream? I didn't even drink half of it, and I can't even spell the word thankful. So dumb. Come on. Whatever. Okay. The N is secure. The A is secure. T-H-A-N. At least those are in the right order. All right. Well, if nothing else, it's a Friday night, and we're all laughing at this point. I ripped it a little bit. What happened? I ripped it. At least, by now, if you had a rough week, who cares if I spelled the word wrong? Hopefully you're smiling. That's the bigger goal here, right? Sounds like you need a little bit more of the drink. I probably do. It might slow me down a little bit. The real thing is I've got a real bad tremor tonight. Thought that might help a little bit. But you know what? It was perfect. It's just, it was fitting. We were talking about spelling. We were talking about Siri needing to spell for us. And I had trouble. So dumb. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, this live is just going wonderfully. Again, if you have friends that might enjoy this situation we have going on here, and you think they would enjoy a giggle for an evening, or any evening I go live, and things go swimmingly. Let's make sure I don't poke that through my fingers. Okay. Let them know we're here. They'll feel better about their lives when they're done with this live. Oh, good, Mom. I'm glad you're cracking up and smiling. Everyone else is like, peace, you've lost me. You've got the giggles, and we're out. Oh, my gosh, friends. I do like to laugh. That's my workout for today. I don't need a bike. I'm laughing. Laughing is a better workout than anything else. So look at that. Making art and working out, like I said, and I didn't even have to get on the bike. It's going well. I need to find this. Okay, so this can be 12 hours of me filing letters. If you're just joining, as I see the numbers keep changing, up, down, I'm losing people with my giggles, getting people who are like, I don't know what the heck's going on here. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Also, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Does anybody else see that sign that says, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video? Let me know if your video just went out. Facebook was like, and we're done with her. We're kicking her off. We are done. Let me know, because for me, it looks like I'm still live here, but the Facebook says there's trouble with my video. And it could just be in my house. I don't know. Play. That's weird. I don't know. You guys let me know if the video is still going. Maybe nobody's going to say anything, just like nobody told me that I spelled thankful wrong. She's fine. We're just going to let her go tonight. So yeah, let me know if the feed, because I think a lot of people might have lost it because the numbers all changed. But let me know if I'm still there. Mom, are you there? Can you tell me? Tell me if I'm still live. It looks like I am. I don't know what that was all about. It said we had trouble playing the feed. That was Facebook's way of telling me I've lost my mind. Okay, so you guys see how these letters work? This was like literally $3 at the Target bin. Video gets a little glitchy at times, and the sound's behind or ahead. Oh, that's dumb. I saw that you didn't have the H, but I got a phone call. It'll all work out. Sandy was like, well, I'm just going to let her keep going. I'm going to take the phone call. It'll all work out, Ash. Don't worry. We're good. All right. Thanks, Sandy. I'm still here. Sorry it's glitchy. Maybe refresh the browser. That's what I just had to do on the other side. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes it makes it worse. No one knows. But thank you for letting me know you can still hear and that you did see I forgot the H. Oh, that'll be good. The kids will enjoy that. I'll be like, so I'm sorry for spelling this week. I had some troubles and I needed you. Oh, good. Sound is on track now. Fantastic. So we just go through all these letters, you guys, and you just file this junk off of here. And it may or may not be faster than painting, but it is definitely faster if you wanted some sort of a paint job like that. I wasn't going to do that anytime soon. So, you know, if you find some cool scrapbooking paper in your collection that we probably all have laying around, or some friends like, hey, I got all this extra craft junk, do you want it? When you're questioning it, just take it, because you'll probably maybe sometime might use it. And then you just, you know, glue these papers on and sand off any of the edges that the paper hangs over, and it makes it pretty cool. I mean, it like fits it perfectly, which is super awesome. The A is a little tricky, huh? What a little bugger in here, because it's the A. Let's talk about, see, now I got 3 people watching. I had more. If any of y'all have any cool shows that you've been watching or movies, I'm needing some new shows. I don't know. I put up a post the other day about family movies and cool family movies to watch, and I'm getting some great ideas from that. So if you guys find that post and you want to add to it, go for it. Or if you're looking for some fun family movies or just some fun movies that you might want to watch, check it out, because there's some really good ideas on there. That was a fun post the other day. Good golly, Miss Molly. The A is a little tricky, y'all, but that's all right. Okay, so now we've got the TA, we've got an N of some sorts. I'm gonna have to redo the T, but I won't keep y'all. I mean, I guess you guys can jump off if you want to jump off, if you're like, you know, I've had enough, I gotta go. Or you could just stick around here and see what else I screw up. It's confidence for you there. It's okay, we make it work, right? This is called perseverance. This is a growth mindset. We screw it up, we just keep going. We make it work, people. We don't freak out. It'll all work out. And then you call out all your friends here on Facebook and say, y'all didn't tell me that I can't spell. That's all right. So anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Nobody has told me what the weather's like where they are. We were supposed to have rain Sunday and Monday, and I was so excited for it because we so need it. And it is not going to rain now, which is a total bummer, but it is in the 70s, which is nice. My brother and his wife are on vacation with their kids, and I'm super jealous because I want to be where they're at, which looks so cool. And I'm just going to live vicariously through all their photographs. But is anyone doing anything fun? I don't think we're doing anything fun. That's what I tell my kids. They're like, well, what are we going to do that's fun? I say, we don't have fun anymore. Nothing. You can help me clean the garage that needs to be cleaned. That's fun. And then my older boy, he said to me the other day, how come people use the word fun when things are not actually fun? Like, we're going to have fun doing this. It's not really that fun. Because we're trying to convince you, gosh darn it, it's going to be fun. It's very silly. All right. What time is it here? It's 6:30. What time is it where you all are at? My word. The N's a little tricky in the crack. I'm going to stop with that one. But just like the A, the crack is a little tricky there. Gosh darn it, I am making the biggest mess. But here's a time for a good tip, y'all. The tip is that you can have a trash can under your table, and you can just dump all of the trash under your crafting table. If you have trash can, just a little like office size trash can. That's what I have, and it makes this cleanup afterwards like 1,000 times easier and makes it much more exciting to do art, because I know I'm not gonna have a giant mess to clean up afterwards. It's just a little mess. So, and like I just take the little trash can right to the trash and dump it all in. So much easier. I didn't used to take it to the trash and dump it all in right away, but now that we have the kittens, they go, is this really annoying for you guys? They go in the trash and they think it's bed. So I have to empty the trash all the time now because of the cats. Look at that, that looks cute. T-A-N. I'm spelling tank instead of an H. Okay, so see, I do all this, and then, oh, the cats moved the trash can. It's so far. Hold on. Oh, I gotta go all the way under the table. Okay. I'm back, sorry. So see, I got my little trash can here, and then I can just sweep all this right off the tabletop, and then it's easier to keep it neat and tidy, friends. Okay. Is the sound annoying, you guys? I'm sorry. I will post a photo of this when I'm all done with it. So if you need to go or you're bored at this point, who knows, you can go and know that I will post it and you will see the final picture. Because I think it's going to be really cool. So we're going to do an H next. Oh, good. You're all back. I'm glad. Weird stuff on Facebook. I lost a few people at a time. Who's just hopping on? Who has just joined us for the first time? We've been on for what, an hour and a half. Holy dear. An hour and a half. That's because I could talk all day. So here's what we're doing. Let me know if you just joined in for the first time this evening. And I'll catch you up to speed. There we go. Sandy says you could use a puppy pad and just roll up and throw away after. Yes. Be Inspired does that. A puppy pad. I could do that. But I don't know. Is that more waste? More wasteful? I don't know. I just push it off into the trash. All right. Let me know if you just joined. Okay. So now we have. Is that the way my N goes this way? That looked weird. There's the A and N, okay? And they're gonna go kind of close together because they are. And for those of you who just joined, I forgot the H. I guess it doesn't matter. So I need to go, those are going that way, so I need to go this way. This one is gonna get redone. So for all of you who are just joining, I just misspelled the word. So we're gonna do the N. So this is gonna look pretty cool, right, you guys? This is gonna be cute, don't you think? Or is it lame? I don't know. I think it's cute. And I think, you know, I can stick them on, I can take them off, I can do whatever. We can stick it with 3M stickies, and that way they're removable, and I can change out the word. I can do like harvest on here, another like, you know, next season, I'll just pull off these letters, and I can put on letters that spell harvest. And because these are the little cutouts from the dollar bin, wait, let's make sure I did it right. The dollar bin. It used to be a dollar bin. Remember when Target had a dollar bin? Now it has the bargain bin, is what I call it now. Thanks, Sandy. Sandy says cute. So you might be able to find like the word harvest in wood cutouts. And especially now that the fall season's kind of ending and they're getting all the Christmas stuff in, you might be able to go grab like, you know, the cheap stuff. Michael's usually has letters like this. So for everyone who's kind of nervous to paint letters on with like a stencil, this is an easy way to still get the letters on there and have some fun. And then, you know, if you use the scrapbook paper, you get like the texture and you don't have to paint all that detail instead of having solid letters, which nothing wrong with solid letters, just another way to do it, right? So I'm using Mod Podge. This is like the gloss because it's all I have and it's not going to show anyway, so it doesn't matter. And just using a foam brush, so I get a super thin coat on there. And then I'm lining it up just on the one edge. And some of these letters are like 6 inches across, so I just did 6x6 squares, which was the easiest way to do it. And then we just give it a little massage to make sure that it's all smooth on there. We don't have any little lumpy bumpies. And you want to make sure your hand's pretty clean for this. Oh, I should show you guys some tags I'm thinking about. Let me grab those so you guys can see that. So like I was saying, with Grace from the Comfy Nest and Heather from the Painted Playground and Debbie with Art by Debbie, and there's a whole bunch of us. We're doing a thing, did I say the word? TAGS for like gifts. And I'm trying to think of something easy enough for the kiddos to do. So I was thinking these might be fun, but I don't know. Part of me says yes, part of me says come up with something else. What do you guys think about those? Would those be like fun to learn how to make or not? And you can totally be honest and be like, no. And then I'll think of something else. But I always wonder, like I showed it to my kids and they were like, those are awesome. I want to learn how to make those. So I don't know. Let me know. That might be them. And I'm only going to do one, I think, because I think we only have like a half an hour each, but we are going to be putting together this, well, we've put together this little collaboration with 6 or 7 of us artists. Some of the school teachers, we have some ladies who are also school teachers, and they're having a hard time working the dates out with how much they got going on with all this distance learning right now, which is tough. And so I'm not exactly sure how many of us will be there in the end, but you'll all know. We're going to post about it on our pages. You'll see stuff about that, and you'll be able to join our little pop-up group we're going to do. It's going to be less than $10, so it'll be like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours of fun crafting for everyone to do on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So if you're home alone, or you're home and just need a break and everyone else is busy, or you're not getting, because we're not getting all the family time this year because nobody can go anywhere. Well, in some places we can't. California, where I'm at, we're not really traveling anywhere. So it'll give us all something to do and still kind of be together and be connected in a way in the group. And we'll be doing fun stuff leading up to it and having some trivia and cool stuff. So stay tuned for more information on that collaboration coming up, which will be exciting. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about those little TAGs there. You can use them. Obviously, mine are themed for Christmas, but I was thinking it'd be really fun for the kiddos to be able to make and put on, gifts for the grandparents or their friends that they might take to their friends, and have handmade versions like that. I think some other folks are not doing Christmas theme. They might do just like a winter theme or something else. I know Melissa's look pretty cool. I've seen Grace's, hers look cool. So it's going to be a fun little artsy day for all of us. There we go. All right, so the H, I'm going to let the H dry. Now, I like these to dry before I go sanding them, because otherwise they're kind of a little gummy, and I don't really want to rip the paper. So, T-H-A-N-K. K comes next, y'all. I should put the sign there so I remind myself how to spell it. T-H-A-N-K. And then, y'all, I'm just using my cutter here, and I'm able to, I think these are easy enough for kids to create. Some of it's even like finger painted, which is fun, so that's cool. What do you guys think? I don't know. Everyone's afraid to be like, those are lame. Don't worry, if you think they're lame, just tell me they're lame. They were fun to make. They take, I have a half an hour window on it, so I had to think of something that only takes about half an hour to do. And half an hour for kiddos, So let's see, T-H-A-N-K. I know you guys can't see off to the side here, but I'm just making sure my letters are going the right direction. I think that's right. Okay. Flip, glue. See how the process goes? Line it up, flip it back, glue it down, and then let it dry and sand it off. Anyone think they're going to try something like this? I'll take a picture of it in front of my beautiful fireplace. It's not that beautiful, but the artwork will be fun. I'll take a picture of it in front of the fireplace, and then I'll post it here so you guys can see it. So you know what like a little fireplace leaner is like. And you could do these even smaller, so it's just like for like a mantle. This would be a great gift to give like a neighbor or somebody, just, to say, hi, how you doing, thinking about you. And then they can just put it up on the mantle in the fall. And that's right? Yep. And it would just be a nice little, like, I'm thinking of you gift. And a mantle leaner is only like 2 feet high, so it won't be too big. You like them, the kids will have fun making them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it out on my children and make sure that they can do it. But I think they can. I don't think it's too hard. And they're fun. Thanks, I'm glad you like them. So I just thought there's gonna be stuff for the adults from the other ladies. I'm more of the family arts kind of person. And then we've got more of they do more art for adults, which, I'm a little more wild and crazy, I guess. So I do the art for the kids They do the adults art, and I needed to just add in some silly stuff. So there we go. There we go. All right. Sealing that on there, and then we'll just trim this off a little bit. Oh, I was like, wait, I don't know where the one is that I just did. It was the H. It should have been the N, and back to that one again, my friends. All right, so still, nobody has said what the weather's like where they live. Is that a dumb question? I get other people ask that question, and I love hearing the answers. Here, no one cares to say what the weather's like. How's the weather where you live? No one cares. My friend, did I say my friend Jamie? It was like beautiful fall weather where she lives, like up in the northern part of the United States. And it was gorgeous fall, like 3 weeks ago. Absolutely stunning. Now, frigid winter. I mean, like snow on every tree that's left, like just frigid winter, like cold and snow everywhere. I was shocked. I could not believe it. How many people who are watching here do art normally? Does anyone here teach art? Or do y'all just do art? I'm curious. Or do you just like to watch people who do art, but you don't actually do art yourself? Which is fine. But I will say you'd probably love it if you don't do it already. My mother-in-law, I've been telling her for years that she should do art, and she's like, no, I have fun making my wreaths. I just do it different. I said, wreaths are great, and that's still art. You should try painting with me for fun. And she's like, no, sweetie, I'm good. And now she's been doing these paint parties, and she's like, oh my gosh, I love it. I can't wait. She actually got, someone asked her to make them one of the paintings in the club. Not in the club, in the weekend paint party that we did, one of them. She said, can you make a wreath and put the painting, like paint me a painting also like your haunted house, and put that inside the wreath. What? That was her second painting she's really like ever done. And she's already got someone who wanted to buy one from her. How cool is that? That is awesome, I think. Oops, I need a little more glue right there. So it was really cool that she didn't think she could do it, and then she did it. And now she likes it even better. That is so great. Weather is great here. My mom's going to answer. Mom, thanks. Weather is great here. It's going to be in the 70s all weekend and next week. Same here, except it's also going to be in the 60s here. Oh, how nice is that? I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to get these covered for you guys so you could just see what they look like. And I won't sand them totally down so you don't have to sit here even longer. I won't sand them all completely down, but I will lay them on the board so you can see the whole board. Boop. Okay. And then I'll just, show you, and then I'll finish it up, just sticking them on, because I think I left my 3M in the other room. And that's, I think, I was going to glue them on, but I think I'm going to attach them with the sticky Velcro so that next season I could reuse this board and I can just do a harvest one or something like that. Not next season, next year. Because I don't think fall colors work for the winter. So I'm going to do the backside wintry, and then I can take this out for 6 months of the year and have this little sign. And if I want to switch up the letters, I can, and if I don't have to. How cool is that? Nobody here's done a porch leaner before. Is this true? Or Sandy, have you done a porch leaner? I'm curious. Just lining that up. My mom says, yay for Peg. I know, how exciting, right? She's like, I can't draw a stick figure. Now, all y'all who are here that say I can't draw a stick figure, let me know if that's you, because you're my favorite type. I love, and I'm thinking about doing just a paint party for a weekend that's or maybe a challenge that is the I can't even draw a stick figure challenge. So everybody in there can be someone who says, I can't even draw a stick figure. I mean, if you can draw a stick figure, you could be there too. But I think the challenge will be I can't even draw a stick figure. And then I'm going to teach you how to paint something, and then you're going to tell me you still can't draw even a stick figure in the end of it. I think that would be fun. So let me know what your thought is on that. Does that sound like a fun party to be at? The I can't even draw a stick figure party. And then maybe we'll doodle something. Maybe it'll be like a week-long challenge, and we'll doodle some stuff, and we'll all do a painting as well and have some fun giggles and happy times, and then we'll hopefully realize in the end that we could actually do a little bit more than we thought we were capable of doing. And because I really love people who go into it saying like, I can't do this, I'm not good at art, I don't have that artistic bone in my body. But I feel like, God made us all creative, and there's different ways to be creative. Like, I literally can't sing because I'm tone deaf, or so I've been told. But I'm sure I could do something if I really put my mind to it and tried. I probably could play some instrument or follow along with the keys on the piano or whatever, So it's just a matter of if we want to give it a try and try it really. But I like those kinds of things. I think that would be a fun party. I was thinking about it the other day, like, how could I help people who feel like they can't do this realize that they could actually do this? And I don't want people missing out for so many years, like my mom and my mother-in-law missing out on all this fun art. And it's great just for your mental health, like therapy for you to do art and be creative. It's fantastic for that. So I don't want people missing out on it more. So I'm trying to find ways that I can help those souls realize they actually can do it. If that's you, let me know that that's you, that you feel like, I can't even draw a stick figure. I'm glad you can do it, but I can't do it. That's right. Because I would love to help you see otherwise. And most of the people that come to my paint parties sometimes, like when they were in person, they'd say, I'll come, but I'm only coming because my friend's dragging me and I can't even draw a stick figure. And they sit down and they're telling me the whole time they can't draw. And at the end, they usually come up and go, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could do this. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, I told you. I knew you could do it. And even the first one, you got to give yourselves grace, the first 20 even. But just try it. And sometimes it's not even just about the painting. It's about, the group that you're chit-chatting with. Like, we do our paint parties in Facebook Live in our group, in like a private group for a pop-up just for the event. And, whoopsies. And it's fun just to chat with the other ladies and kids in the group and have that chit-chat time. You know what I mean? I get a little more adventurous in actual art lately, but I still stencil more. Good job, Sandy. Stenciling's fine. That's awesome. And you're getting a little more adventurous. I love it. Good job, girl. Woohoo. Oh, fun. And it sounds like, you're watching lots of cool people. Rachel's here too. Rachel's another artist. You're watching lots of cool people who do a lot of stenciling, so that's encouraging. That's awesome. Rachel, hi friend. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Say hello. Okay, I haven't been looking. Sandy says, I do many porch leaners and a lot two-sided. Just did Halloween winter for myself. Nice. I was thinking I was going to do this one Halloween, and then I realized it's in a week. I'm just going to go with fall, so I can leave it up for Thanksgiving and winter. But I had some really cool black and white papers, so I've got another littler board. Maybe I'll just do a little one for fun. And maybe I'll make that like Halloween on one side and then like Valentine's Day on the other side, so I can use it for then. That's a good one. Death, Grim Reaper, and love. That's a good two-sided one. Why not? The Grim Reaper on one half and love on the other. It might be the same thing for some of us for a while. Oh gosh, that's awesome. Sandy says, have you used an X-Acto knife to trim around letters on a resealable mat? Yes, I have. My resealable mat is ginormous. It won't fit on my table, which is why I'm just using the scissors. But yes, you could just go right around that and sand off whatever is unnecessary. Sandy's like, this is taking forever, girl. I have. But like I said, my mat is so big that it hides under my couch. That's where I have to hide it from the world. It just sits under my couch because it's so giant. I got a bigger table, but not that big of a table. And then Rachel, hi friend, and I think I've got the rest. Oh, my mom says, yep, art is very therapeutic for me now, and I never knew it would be. Right, Mom? Yes. Oh, it's so helpful. You know, I'm not saying like you're not going to have any times that aren't frustrating with art, because by golly, you will, because it's like life, right? There's lots of greats and there's some frustrations. But for the most part, you work through that and then you realize like, oh, I relaxed for a bit. I needed that. I didn't know I needed to just like chill out for a little bit. Even if it's just a doodle, right? Even if it's just a doodle. Okay, so let's give this a massage. Rachel, what are you working on these days, girl? Rachel's a principal, and she is quite busy at the moment, you know, with all principal things, which is crazy. But she's at Super Cute Creations, and you should follow her too. So, Rachel, I might call you up soon. We should chat. Anywho, so like I'm saying, I spelled thankful wrong. When I show you this whole thing, I do know that my tea needs to get another layer of paper on it, but I do want to just kind of give you an overview to see what it's like. So you don't feel like you go to hang out all night long. Because I've been here for 2 hours already. In 4 minutes, it'll have been 2 hours. Those of you who have stuck with it, by golly, thanks. Rachel says, oh, thanks. You're welcome, friend. All right, so this is the L. So if you just joined, you should go back to about an hour in and realize that I spelled the word thankful completely wrong. I left out the H, and it messed up all the direction of letters. So I just went from there on, and I have to go back and redo the T. Whoops. Rachel says, please call soon. I need to write some stuff past you. All right, girl, we will do that. Rachel is another business buddy of mine, and we need some collaboration. So let's do it. I'm working on some Christmas items right now, like as in right this second, like you're crafting while I'm crafting. We're all crafting. I saw that my friend Amanda over at Snappy New Day Art was going live right when I was going live here. So she does watercoloring, a lot of watercoloring. That's kind of her jam, and she just launched her membership. So that was exciting for her, and I got to do some watercolor with her. We did a pumpkin. That was really fun. What kind of Christmas stuff are you working on, Rachel? This was my extent of Christmas so far. Oh, and you guys, I'm getting ready to announce the November paint parties. I'm doing up all the marketing stuff for that so that I have all the groups and the pages ready to go. So in November, every weekend in November, except Thanksgiving weekend, I believe, because we're going to be doing the big event here, Thanksgiving weekend. But all the other weekends, we are going to be doing paint parties, just like we've been doing in October, because they've been going so well and we've been having so much fun. So if you guys are interested in some paint parties, every Saturday in November, we will be painting. I think we're going to do one more fall painting at the beginning of November, and then we're going to move into Christmas and winter paintings after that. So if you are looking for some fun paint parties, make sure you're on our page. Occasionally, I'll send out an email. Y'all, I don't send them out as much as I should, or maybe even as much as people would like. I try to remind people of the events that we have coming up, but that's pretty much it, because I hate email. I don't like sending email. I don't like getting email. I don't like reading email. I have over 80,000. Oh, no, I have now 78,381 messages in my inbox. Who can beat me? Oh, good. Sandy, go check her out. That's Amanda Schmidt over at Snappy New Day Art. She's always watercoloring, so go check her out. Snappy New Day Art with Amanda Schmidt, and she does a lot of watercolor. Her membership isn't open anymore. She just closed it, but she still does a lot of watercolor on her page. So totally check her out. Let's see, getting ready for 12 Days of Christmas series. Oh, for what? For on your page, or where are you doing a 12-day of Christmas series? That's exciting. That looks like a trash monster just ate my letter L. All right. Where are you doing that, girl? That sounds like a lot of fun. I want to know more about 12 Days of Christmas. It also sounds like a lot of work. We are going to pull this board over here. If I zoom that out, it's going to be wacky snacky. Hold on, let me just move this out of the way because I really don't want to put my board in this. And with how I've been going already this evening, there's a good chance I'd just put my board right in this. Those of you who've been there the whole time, you're probably grateful I'm doing this as well. As you can see, well, on my end, I don't know if on the Facebook end it says a heart and a number 2 smiley, but on my eCam, which is what I use for broadcasting, it says 67 laughs because I've been such a hot mess. So that, I just got to clean this up for just a second so I can pull this whole board in here and show you guys. That was delicious, even though it was totally melted. All right. Rachel, love your painted tags. Thanks. I think I might. I don't know. They're growing on me. I made them and I was like, no, I want to do something else. But I'm coming up with these to do, TAGS, for the collaboration I'm doing with a few ladies. Debbie and Melissa, maybe Katie and Heather, and a few folks. We're going to be doing those. Grace and, So, anyway, so I'm trying to add the fun ones that kids could actually make into it all. So, I have fluff everywhere. So this is kind of how it's going to go, friends. We're going to put, I know I need to shave this down, and I've got to do another T because it's the wrong angle. But I'm going to slide this so you can kind of see how it'll work. In case you're like, I want to see it, and I got to go eat dinner, or I got to run. I mean, I'm still just going to do it because I got to get it done, so I might as well stay and do it. All right, so, and I've got to kind of measure it out a little bit, which isn't exciting for anyone to watch. So ish, this is ish, okay? They'll all be scooted just a little. So we've painted this board tonight. We stained it with just a chocolate brown deco art and a lot of water thinned out. So we stained the wood. And then we did this stencil with 4 different colors of paint with this big stencil for the background. And then we have the scrapbook paper. And look, it's spelled correctly now. There we go. So that's how it's kind of going to go. And then I might add like a little bit of hay or a little ribbon up it. I might even, instead of putting them right in the middle, maybe I'll set them off to the side a little bit. Tell me what you guys think. If I bring them over to the side just a wee bit, and then I put like a piece of like a burlap. Do I have any burlap here? I don't think I do. But I have burlap. So I could put like a piece of thin like burlap right down the side like this, and it'd be like this cute little like ribbon down the edge, just to kind of break it up and give it like one more element, because it's got like 1, 2, and I'd like a 3rd element. What do you guys think about that? If I just add like a little strip of burlap, a skinny one, like a 1 inch maybe wide, something like that, or maybe some little like hay stuff. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. Rachel says her page and her YouTube channel. Rachel, what's your YouTube channel? I have a YouTube channel, y'all. I think I have 7 subscribers because I don't know how to market that one. So if you want to follow me, I just take the videos from here and I throw them over there. That's what I do currently because I homeschool my kids and I just don't have time in life, right? Right now. But all these videos I'm starting to add over to the YouTube channel. So we're getting there, friends. Slowly but surely. So that's what it's going to kind of look like. I will post a video. I will post a photo of this when it's totally done and put it up so you guys can see it on my by my fireplace, okay? Don't judge the fireplace. We're in a rental, so it is what it is. A 3rd element would be great. Yes, I agree. I'm thinking burlap. Maybe it'll just be some sort of a fun ribbon, something gold maybe. I don't know. I got to think. If you guys have any ideas, let me know your ideas for a 3rd element. And then Rachel says, I love your shirt. My daughter would love to own that shirt. Target. Her 16th birthday party was Friends themed. Oh, awesome. I love Friends. It's one of the reasons I got into doing theater and film. And I loved their sets, so I wanted to go that route. And I ended up going into costuming. So Target, super cheap. It's like 15 bucks at Target. I'm sure you can just get it online. So, cool. Let's see. You guys have any ideas for a third element? Rachel, is it 12 days of Christmas, just you, or you got some other people on it with you? Or do you have to come up with all 12 days? That'll be fun. What are you doing? What are some of your thoughts you're going to put out? Are you crafting? Are you painting? Rachel does a lot of mixed media. So if anybody here is looking for someone to learn mixed media from, Rachel, are you still doing mixed media? What my YouTube channel is Your Creative Avenue. What is Rachel's? Probably Super Cute Creations, but I'm not positive. That is her Facebook page, is Super Cute Creations. My YouTube channel is, Your Creative Avenue. It's my YouTube and Instagram and here on Facebook. You can follow me on the same word for all of them. Your Creative Avenue. I think it's Your Creative Avenue. I could be wrong. I used to have my name, but that is not what I want anymore. No name now, just Your Creative Avenue. It's better that way. And my kids are hoping to get a YouTube channel up and running. We're finally getting like the right equipment for them to be able to talk. But they're hysterical. I don't know if you guys saw some of my earlier videos when my kids were on more often. With school now, they're on the computer all day. The last thing they want to do is go live with me. But Finn is actually going to be doing a, wait, what? I would hate to see you cover much of the stencil. It's so pretty. Maybe a bow at the top or some jute wrapped around the top. Yeah, maybe some jute would work. I agree. The stencil's pretty cool, right? Okay, so maybe some jute. Yeah, jute might be a good third element. That's what I have on the one out my front door is some jute. And I think I still have some of that left. I will check that out. That's a good idea. Thanks. Yeah, so my kids are trying to get a YouTube channel, and they're hysterical because they play, their video games or whatever, but they actually are really good at it, and they watch YouTubers all the time. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of kids that are really great at it, but Dylan's like, well, we're going to have a moderator, and you're not going to be able to, look at your comments, whatever. But they're hilarious to listen to, and I'm just, terrified that they're going to argue, and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, don't argue with your brother. But they're really funny to watch. And they just built the coolest miniature golf course in Minecraft. They love Minecraft, and they just built the coolest golf course. Is that the right direction? That way, yes. The T is throwing me off, y'all. So anyways, they're going to talk about that kind of stuff on their channel or something, I guess. Also, I want to move. I don't know where I want to move to, but if anyone has a really cool place they live and wants to tell me a really cool place, we're looking at places, but I don't know anywhere other than where we live that's cool. So everyone goes, oh, don't move here. It's, the weather is terrible, or don't move here. It's whatever, I need someone to say, oh, move here. It's awesome. My friend Shannon says I should move where she's at, which is true. It's pretty in Colorado. So just some ideas, throwing them out there. Rachel, I hope your 12 days of Christmas crafting is going well. I can't wait to see what you come up with. That'll be really fun. And I'll have to share over here some of your days so that people find you and watch your 12 days. That'd be so cool. I'm not going to do 12. That's a lot of work. So anyways, if anybody is bored out of their mind, don't feel like you have to stick around, if you're having fun, what should we chat about? Again, if you have not watched One Funny Mother, I don't know. I know I mentioned it earlier. She's hysterical. I enjoy watching her. And the show Schitt's Creek. It's Schittts. If you guys have not watched that show yet and you're looking for a good show to binge watch, That show's funny. So you could watch that show. I know my friend Debbie Viola, who does Art by Debbie, Viola, she watches it, and she's watched all of it, and they just rewatched it. And she sent me pictures like, look what we're doing, because it's such a funny show. That K was better than the A, that's good. So we're just gonna file all this off. This is what we're doing here. We're just filing with some really rough sandpaper to get it done quick like. And then I'm gonna attach them with 3M squares, but I think this is what I bought. Let me see, I think I have a couple here. Let me see if I do. Oh, hold up, I'm dropping things. These command strips, those, I guess that's probably empty, but I love these things. Does anyone use these? These are the best. I don't know if there's any left in here. Oh, there is a little bit. This is how I hang up all the kids' art through the house. We have art on like every wall because in the Crave Art Club we make art every week. And so my kids, we do a lot that actually goes up on the walls in the house, and then we just switch it all out. But we could switch it out real easy with these 3Ms because they just Velcro. And then what I do, oh yeah, cool. Awesome, Sandy, good job, thanks. I'm glad you're following her now, that's cool. Let's see, Mom says burlap with a ribbon weaved through that scrunches it up a bit. Oh, so it gets some texture. That's an interesting look. All right, all right. I didn't think about that. Okay, so what I would do with these 3Ms, just so you guys can see. Oh, sorry, this fell. This is the, if you're wondering, this is the painting we're gonna paint this Saturday, tomorrow, 5 p.m. If you would like to, go to craveartclub.com/paint parties. So I would cut this like 2 little strips here, and I'm not gonna do the T, but then I would just stick them to the back because then I could pull these off later and change this up. And this will make it stick off of the board just a wee bit. So I get some depth and a little separation in there. It'll be kind of cool. So I've got the 2 little command strips. You know, you might want 2 and 2, but like I said, I like to save a little bit of cash, and I'm just gonna use the 2 little strips. And I mean, these are so light, they weigh nothing. So then you'd peel these off, and you can set it right on there like that, and it'll have a nice little shadow behind it because it's raised up a little bit. And then later, I can pop these off, and they shouldn't damage the paint at all. They should be totally fine with the paint. That's kind of what they're intended for. So, not to rip paint off. I don't think they're intended to make craft projects like this, but maybe. So, that's how I'm gonna attach all of these letters for the project, which I think will be cool because see, this it's flat, but here when it's up, you get this natural little shadow from the light, and I don't have to paint that little shadow on, which will be brilliant. So I would just, you know, cut these guys up. You can buy the whole pack, and I would get the ones with the longer strips. I usually buy the longer ones, or the mixed pack, so I get a variety. And then it'll all stick on nicely. All right, friends, so let me pull you up to the main camera. I feel like y'all are gonna get real bored. If, good tip on 3M. Oh, good, I'm glad, that's awesome. I feel like y'all are gonna get way bored if I just sit here and keep filing letters for the next like 20 minutes and redo my tea. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna check out what kind of like jute and ribbons and burlap and all the stuff I've got over there in my bucket in the other room where my husband's having his meeting with his friends. It is business, but they're still friends. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will post a picture here on the page, and you can see it with my mantle of all of our current Halloween decor that we've all made in the Crave Art Club. Actually, everything up there, I'm looking at it right now, and everything is something we've made in the Crave Art Club, which is awesome. So if you guys are more interested in knowing more about the Crave Art Club, where we teach art to kids and families, go check out craveartclub.com. It's currently open. So check that out. That's a great gift to give to a family or your nieces and nephews for a Christmas present. So we have lots of fun all the time doing fun art projects for the whole family. Like kids 5 to 12 is like kind of my idea, but it can be for anybody really. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Did you guys have fun? I hope you had fun. I hope some of us went from to smiling now and having a good time together. It was lovely, even though I spelled the word wrong and I got to go fix that now. Oh boy. All right. Well, God bless you guys. Have fun, and I will post this picture. Thanks for hanging in. It's been 2 hours, a little over 2 hours already. So I'm going to go and let the cats out of the bag because they're locked up in the other room, and I'm sure they want to go run around, and I'll finish this up now that the paint is almost cleaned up. They can go run around. All right, friends. God bless you. Have fun, and check back for the picture in a little while. All right. Bye, friends. Thanks for having fun here tonight.